Well, good morning. I live to see another day. Thank the Lord. Sitting out, came outside with a cup of coffee, and I've been looking at my tree here. It's kind of weathered and worn, and they got limbs that are snapped off during a storm. And I wonder about myself. How many storms have I been through? How many limbs are being snapped little by little? Uh, right now, the weather here is not as pleasant as I thought it would be. We're gonna have intermediate rains. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just waking up. Uh, did my little routine and made my coffee and came outside to sit and thought it would be a nice sunrise. But as you can see, it's cloudy. Yeah, it's cloudy. Uh, my thought for this morning is thank God that we have people that might care about us and want us to be safe and want us to be happy. But sometimes we forget that we're a little busy with things and we don't have the time to call a person to say I love them, or even in this modern day age, just text them and say, hey, I love you. You know, I get that message maybe every day. My brother calls and, hey, bro, love you. And even though we're miles and miles apart, I text him back and say, hey, love you too, bro. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, if it's your family, or even some friends, because I have friends that I have texted and told them in the morning, I love you, and, you know, call and see about them, old friends like myself. Uh, Life is too short, people. You take advantage of a person and you kind of forget that they care about you, you know. So even myself, I try to remember to call the ones that are really important to me in my life, text them that are really important to me in my life, and let them know that, hey, I love you and I'm still here. Uh, let's get off into the beefing sector bullshit. Last night, I watched a couple of videos and seen some stuff going on, and my God, that's all I can say about the rest of the stuff. We're such a hateful group of people in our own race, within our own race. I'm not talking about hating far as, well, yeah, we're prejudiced. We're prejudiced toward our own self, because things have gotten so bad on YouTube that at times when I do go up there, I just want to scream and yell, but that's not going to do me any good. That only is going to take my blood pressure up. But what I am going to say is that we need to be more, and I'm going to say it, more cognizant of people that get on here and say the most foul and disgusting things. Now, can I do it? Yeah. Do I want to do it? No. If I'm pushed to do it, that's another story. But a lot of times people aren't pushed to do things. They just do it for the hell of it. They just say things outlandish and outrageous. They even type stuff in the chat outlandish and outrageous. People, believe me, trolls are everywhere in life. They don't have to be on YouTube. They could be out about walking around gossiping with other people. Trolls are people that create havoc, they create dissension, they create just an all around fuckery of life to where we can't think straight about something that we should be thinking straight about. Like, do I worry about what my record is, or do I worry about what I have done in the past? No, because it's all behind me. I'm out, I'm living, I'm enjoying life to my fullest. and hope to enjoy it to another fuller extent. Now, there are days when I get up and I don't feel well, but I push myself. I get out, I try to walk. As you see, I try to go to events that make me feel good. And I'm just asking some people here on YouTube, try to show a little bit more compassion for people that are afflicted, people that we know that are different from us. And ladies, try and be more gracious toward one another. You know, you can sit up there and talk about me all you want to, but if I see it, I might say something. Then again, like my lady says, ignore it because it's not worth it. But with my thoughts rumbling through my head of what I should have said or what I would have done starts to get to me, I have to speak out and say things. So I watched the spaceship, and let me tell you, Jay Dunn, Pizarro, I don't know what's going on between you two ladies, but Jay Dunn, you need to check it. You're already on probation, dear. It's easy to lose your freedom. Trust me. Even here, you think you're being safe, being on YouTube, going to other people's platforms, spreading rumors, gossip, and lies and stuff like that. Let's be kind of careful of what we do. To Uncle Claude, I'm waiting on you still. I might just go ahead and do something and try to have you come up tonight. I'm gonna try to do it about. I'm gonna try to do it about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock your time, because you're out on the East Coast. I'm in the middle of the country, really, which is Central Standard Time. And let's talk some football. I want to get away from craziness on YouTube right now, and let's have some fun. With that being said, y'all, yeah, it's cloudy. It looked like it's going to rain. And no, that's not my house there. No, I'm sitting I'm sitting on the steps at my house. That's somebody else's property. And that's my yard. That's my backyard there. And that's the house that's in front of it. You want to dox it, motherfuckers, because I don't care. That's another thing I'll be talking about some doxing on the internet, using your information to bring down people and degrade people, even the children here on YouTube. Trust me, folks, the laws are changing on as far as how you use the internet. There is such a thing as domestic terrorism. There's also such a thing. There goes my squirrel up in the tree. How about that? There's also such a thing as spreading lies and falsehoods, and you can be found, because if the government can find anybody, trust me, you can be found. You just have to have the right resources, the right things, the right people to know, and you can be found. I've learned this throughout my years of watching, listening, and focusing on the news of how they're able to go into your computer without you even having given them permission. And there's going to be laws passed pretty soon by Congress about handing out and saying certain information on these apparatuses that we use, such as YouTube, StreamYard, Zoom, all that other kind of stuff. There's no such thing as privacy anymore, people. Remember that. With the AIs coming out, the bot technicians coming out, there's not going to be any privacy on here, especially when you're threatening, you're putting out things about people that really other people don't need to know about. So, with that being said, it's a beautiful morning. I'm going to go in here and try to get some work done.